Hey everyone, Caront here, welcoming you back to Wild Arms. When we left off, we had finished up Lolithia's tomb, beaten up the Mag Tortoise, and then made our way back to Adelheid where we've been celebrating the Ruins Festival. Now, we're standing at the kid with the red balloon, who, as I mentioned, is in essence the point of no return. So if you talk to him, Mom, where did you go? Oh, my balloon! And off it floats into the sky. And in the sky of Adelheid, we see the beginnings of disaster. Suddenly, dark clouds hover over Adelheid. And it looks like the sky is falling. Really, the laughter and the murmur cease. As the unsuspecting people look up into the skies, they watch the silent nightmare spread over their heads. Uh-oh, that's not good at all. The sky is cracking. Yeah, no kidding, we saw that. The beginning of the end is here. A sword of light strikes the land and a wall of fire rushes over the horizon. And Adelheid is suddenly in really bad shape. So now, Adelheid in essence is ruined. And we have, for the only time in Wild Arms, the enemies actually appear on screen to where we can see them. Now, I've not posted information about the skeleton yet, so I'll go ahead and do that now. But we saw him in Jack's intro, so these aren't going to be really too hard to deal with. Just go ahead and try to take them out, and it shouldn't be really, again, too much. They hit hard in the prologue, but now we're level 6, I think, actually. So, basically, not much to deal with. There you go. Now, what you'll want to do, as you're in Adelheid, is go through here, and it would probably go ahead and behoove you to try to start looking for people to rescue. You see on the top left screen there's Cecilia, waiting to be basically rescued herself. But before we do that, it's really in our best interest to go and look through and see if there's anybody else we can find. Of course, if you want to fight the enemies there, that's your business, your prerogative. But I'm going to try to avoid the encounters as best I can so that I can just focus on rescuing people. Now, there are 10 people you can rescue, and here's the first of them. So he moves in, and we can check the others, but those that are down are pretty much down for the count. Now, some of these are going to be tougher to find than others. This one is probably the hardest one to find, down here in the bottom of the inn. I'm going to make my way through and try to find each of these people, because if you do find all 10, you're going to get a pretty good set of rewards. If you try to leave town, the monsters are going to block you out and you won't be able to leave. So don't even really worry about trying. Alright, no, nobody in there. I don't remember exactly where all of these people are, but I do have a notion where most of them are, either inside or outside parts of the city. There's our priest, alrighty. Yes, okay. So that should have us at 3 or 4 right now. I've already lost count, go me. Uh-oh, enemy, no! Come on, lady. Well, the monster wasn't technically chasing you, but well, whatever. Okay. Just make your way through, and in essence, this is really all you need to be doing, is going through and making sure that you try to find anybody you can. Like, nope, stop moving. There we go. Okay. Let's see. La-di-da. Move through here, and I don't think there's any houses on this level, except we've already gotten these. All right, we've got this one. Let's see. Is there anybody in there? No, there's not anybody in there. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and roll through the forest. I don't believe there's anybody in the forest, but I'll go ahead and check anyway, and it's a good thing I did, because there's the kid. Hello, kid. All right. Go back down. Ow. Go back down here, And if you try to make your way back into the Ruins Festival, you're going to get the same message that you got when you were trying to go out of the town that way, so don't even really bother. And nobody in Emma's house, okay. We've got, I think I just saw somebody running up there. Yeah, there you are. All right. Yes, go away. All right. Now, again, you're going to have some houses where there's nobody and then some houses where there will be people waiting. So, of course, it behooves you to check. And I'm going to see if I can spawn a lizard man by going after this one. Okay, yeah. We haven't fought the lizard man before, so I'll go ahead and post his information as well. Now, this guy's a little bit harder than the skeletons, so you're going to find if you fight at least more than one of them, you're going to get a pretty good amount of experience to take home with you. In essence, and you can probably see, oh yeah, look at that, lots of damage. In essence, the lizard man's pretty much anticipating some of the enemies we're going to be seeing later. There you go, 45 experience just from one of those guys. Okay, and let's see. Roll over here. Ow. No, go around. Believe I already got you. Just want to double check anyway. Yeah, alright. So now go up north, and you're going to want to make your way toward the... Uh-oh, no, stay away from me. You want to make your way toward the Zelduke statue because you've got somebody waiting there for rescue. Unfortunately, it looks like Guardian Zelduke is not really rearing his head right now. We've got a patient over here at the hospital, makes another one of them, and that might be the last one, but I'm not certain. Let's see. Okay, roll over through here, take a peek at the houses. There might actually be one of them in a house. Yeah, there you are. All right. Yes. Yeah, we'll take you to the castle. And that should, since we've already got the kid over there, that should pretty much wrap it up. So go ahead and head over to Cecilia once you get all the people taken care of, and it's going to initiate another battle here. This is in essence a story battle, so I'll go ahead and keep it up, although we've already fought these guys. But if you want to unload a little bit, you can unload a little bit in regards to some of the magic maybe, but don't use Rudy's arm because that's going to come in handy a little bit more later, basically. But since we've got 3 enemies here, it's a good idea to go ahead and try to take these guys out as best you can. Like so. And I've got one of the lizard men confused, so that's going to fortunately do the same thing to him as confusion would end up doing to one of us. So I'll go ahead and keep them attacking the main one, the one that actually knows what he's doing, so that we can see about taking him out first. And, well, he's not dead quite yet. Oh well. Yeah, don't hit Jack. Don't hit Jack. Jack's almost dead. Don't hit Jack. Please, leave him be. Fortunately, though, these guys are pretty much on the way out, so we shouldn't be in too much trouble here. Alright, sayonara, lizard men and skeleton. And we get a bunch of experience, sending Rudy and Jack into the next level. Again, this is why I mentioned it's kind of hard to keep your characters synced up level-wise, because you're going to have stuff like this happen occasionally that just completely wrecks it. Thanks to the 2 of you, we were able to save most of the townspeople. We must go now. Now, if you had gone up to Cecilia prior to rescuing the townspeople, after you fought this battle, it would have set off a 5-minute clock before you could go back, or until you went back. Then you would have had 5 minutes to rescue the townspeople. So I went ahead and did that beforehand so that we could go ahead and do that, and we've got the clock rolling down, but I think we've gotten everybody, so let's go ahead and head in. And we come across our first major villain of the game, Belselg. This guy is probably a mistranslation of the word Berserk, and in Wild Arms Ultra Code F, that's how his name is translated, as Berserk. Not even close, you weak humans. This is no contest. There's nothing for me to do here. Well, I guess my superior power is too good to use on humans. Weird laugh. Give this message to one of the humans running into the castle. If they don't give up the teardrop, we will tear the castle to pieces. So I guess you get to be messenger boy. Are there golems here? Are they working? All junk? Good. We don't want to fight those things. We have the golems now. This is a very interesting situation. Weird laugh. And once we get into Adelheid Castle, we can't go back. So make sure that you have the people rescued before you step in there, because once you do, it's a point of no return. We've got random folks here. Okay. Now, if you want to check and see how many people you rescued, I think you can go ahead and check it now. So you go over here, and that big old empty space that we saw earlier is full of people. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, we got everybody. So hooray. Yay. All right. Now all we really can do is talk to random guard. All right. And I already gone through there, sorry. Just go through the castle here and talk to people, and basically we'll see if we can really go anywhere. Go back into the throne room, I think. Castle's walls are holding for now. Yeah. Well, against a concerted demon assault. Uh-oh. Wait, King's Wounds? What'd you say? Ooh, crap. That's not good. Okay, well, this is where we need to go. We need to go upstairs into the royal chambers, which we haven't yet seen, and go talk to the king. And I think this is... Well, okay. Alright, this is the princess's room. Yeah. So you can look at some of the books here, or you can go through and save your game, which I'm not going to just yet. But what you'll really want to do is go up to the top floor here, where we will find the king's room. Alright, so go in here, and we can just walk through and talk to the king and Minister Johann here. This has never happened before. Monsters taking over an entire town. What do they want? They want the teardrop, as we just found out. I've been wounded badly. I was careless. I hope my men got away in time. Let me speak to Cecilia. I need to tell her something before I... Alright, so, switch over to Cecilia. Cecilia, I'm glad you're alright. Listen, Cecilia, the monsters are after you. You must defeat them. Your Majesty, the monsters demand that you surrender the teardrop, or they will storm the castle. The teardrop belonged to my mother. It's very dear to me, but I'll give it up for the sake of my kingdom. The monsters can have my teardrop. I won't permit it. No, you won't do it. Cecilia, the teardrop is not just an heirloom. It holds the key to unleashing the power of the ancients. Only a princess of the Adelheid family may possess it. One who hears the will of the guardians can use the teardrop to change the world. But if I do nothing, many will die because of me. Please understand, Cecilia, life can be cruel sometimes. Cecilia, stay in your room no matter what happens. Okay. I don't agree with what my father said. Innocent people should not suffer. In the dungeon, there is a secret passage. It should still be there. When I was a little girl, I remember trying to get to the town from there. We can sneak out from there and give the demons the teardrop. Okay, so that's our course, I guess. Now, if you want to rest, you can go ahead and do so here, I think. Well, maybe not. Okay. Alright, no resting for me. I guess that's why we have heal berries. Go ahead and get ourselves ready here. Now, we've got to try to get out of the castle without anybody noticing, which is going to be a little tough, and I might end up miserably failing the first time or two. Whee! Oh, crap. Or it could be the first time. Fortunately, though, all we really have to do is just try and try and try again. Now, some of the guards are going to chase you, and some of them aren't. So, if you see any of them that are... Uh-oh, not that way. If you see any of them that are running at you, then, well, yeah, those are obviously the ones you kind of need to avoid. So let me go down south through. No! Dang it! Okay. I gotta figure out how to get around him. Alright, now if I try to go down the stairs this way, I don't think it's, yeah, I can't do that. So, ixnay at they. Just roll through here, and are you kidding me? Oh, wee, okay. Alright, well, this might end up taking a wee little bit. Sorry, I didn't really think this was going to be quite that difficult with me trying to dash around all over the place. But like I said, some of the guards are not going to chase you, and then others will. No, stop! But don't run into any of them, because if you do, well, it's pretty much curtains. So, I got away from one of them. I think we got another one coming up this way, maybe? No, good. Alright. Yay! Run, run, run! Okay, and now we need to make our way into the kitchens! No, don't chase me, don't chase me! Alright, here we go. Now, in the kitchens, we talk to Jan Pottage Chef here. There's curfew in place here in Adelheid. Do you still want to go? I understand. I'll open the door to the cellar. Please follow me. There are powerful monsters down there. Are you ready for this? Absolutely. Let's go. Oh, and there you go. Woo! And down we go. Thud. Okay, now this sort of pseudo-dungeon, I guess, there's not really a whole lot to it. Really, there's going to just be a lot of twisting paths and monsters and some treasure to pick up, but more twisting paths, really. And that would be one of them. I don't think the encounter rate is as high in here as it is in some other places, but you're still going to find monsters down here to deal with. And here's a couple of them, the Gamora Toad and the Jelly Blob. I'll go ahead and post their information up since it's the first time we're dealing with those two. But let's go ahead and see about taking these guys out. And actually, I'll go ahead and try out Cecilia's new ice spell while we're at it, just to show what that thing looks like. Now, you're looking at, of course, a more powerful sort of monster. You've got higher HP, and a monster that does not like ice at all, so definitely not using that on the Gamora Toad anymore. Fortunately though, they don't hit terribly hard, so you should be in decent shape even if you end up doing like I did and using spell on the wrong monster. Oops. Oh well, that's what I get for thinking a water monster could be hurt with a water spell. Haha. Alright, and that heals the Jelly Blob, which fortunately we hadn't hurt yet anyway, so I guess ice may not have been the best spell to pick up in the Crestgraph land, but oh well, we can work with that. Just go ahead and toss Handpan across and we get the first treasure here. And you'll be able to pick up a bunch of them as you go along with Handpan or other such tools to toss around. Or you can just roll up north through here and grab it that way. Alright, now, the trick is really to avoid a lot of the passages that are sort of cut-offs and to be able to go on the ones that actually really count for something, whether it be treasure or getting out of here. Let's see, let me go back north. Okay, we just had a Jelly Blob and a couple of balloons in that one, so really nothing to write home about. Make your way through here. We should be able to find some more treasure over. Yeah, there we go. Hello, treasure. And then we can make our way south and bust up the boxes for more treasure. Yay! Let's see what we've got. Okay, wow, big treasure there, 3 Gela. Okay, that was actually the same enemy party that we had the last time, so again, nothing to really worry about. Ow. Alright, so make your way south through here and we should be able to continue on, I believe. Make my way right, and more paths, yay. Like I said, lots of twisty paths, some of which will take you absolutely nowhere. Okay, we had the 3, the balloon, the Gamora Toad, and the Jelly Blob. So again, just not really much to see there. Alright, so we've got that path that leads to nothing. I'm going to go back up here because I saw that treasure, so we can go fetch that real quick. Or, well, as quick as I can run anyway. Okay, lots of jelly blobs there. Boy, listen to me. Alright, now I'm not sure that this path out over here leads to much of anything. It may, I kind of forget. Oh, good grief. Okay, it takes me all over the place. Alright, so this connects to where we would have been able to go otherwise. And I think we've already gotten... No, we haven't. Wow. Oh, go me. Okay. So just head back through this winding network of paths and listen to my objections as the encounter rate actually is as high as I thought it would be, instead of being a little bit lower, maybe. Alright, treasure there, and I think... Yeah, there we go. I might be able to get that by another path, but yeah, why not? Alrighty, and take this path now. Okay, just a bunch of Gamora toads there, so no big deal. But more stuff. Yay! And I believe this is, yeah, pretty much it. So make your way up the stairs,